Well, here we are again. Today was the day I'm going to go ahead and swap out my my scope I have on my 8mm Mauser, my Sporterized. And as you can see, it's in pretty nice shape. I Sporterized this one back in 1970 after I bought it from the Siegal's gun shop in Oakland. It's no longer there, of course. But anyhow, it should be fairly easy. Here we go. All I gotta do is unscrew these, and it should be able to slide. This one should slide off the rail, and just like that, comes right off. Now, the only other thing we have to do is we have to get the new ones for the new mounts for the other scope, for the new scope. And I'll show you the difference in the two. Okay, this is a decent scope. It's a Bushnell scope, but it doesn't have a very big field of vision. It's pretty small. And then compare it to this, yeah, it's a wee bit bigger. And then on top of that, what they actually did with this one, if you look at the caps, notice they were actually pretty much like sunglasses. So anyhow, you'll have a nice glare-free picture when you take a shot. So that's going to have to go on here. Now, first off, remember to orient yourself so that, okay, this is the end that goes towards where the back end of the butt is, okay? Make sure you go that way. You're not going to go ahead and turn it around backwards and put it on. That's not going to work. Okay. So, anyhow. Now, we got to see if we can get these rings on. So, I guess I'm going to stop it here, and I'll be right back in a sec. Alright, make sure you get the scope rings. First, put those in, like I've done here. And it's pretty simple. Oops. Drop screwdriver. Nothing new. Alright. See the rings now. Make sure you unscrew these so they slide out so they'll go into the base. And what we should do is get it lined up. Now we can unscrew some more. Slide them on over. Come on, you. Okay, we're going to take it out some more. Boop. I'm going to drop it into the slot. Should be able to tighten it right up. Alright, so you can either do it, leave it there. I don't know what the distance is, so I'm going to go check and see if that'll work. Yep, it'll work. It'll be close enough. So next thing you do is unscrew the top of these, and then we'll lock that back down on there. Okay, so we'll do that off camera. We'll be right back. Well, now normally if you didn't have a new base mount, you'd have to go ahead and drill and tap your rifle for a new base mount, but luckily I was able to use my other one. It was, you know, just pretty much in pretty good shape. So now all we got to do is make sure that's lined up. Well, you got a short thumb, a little harder to line things up, but okay. Anyhow, I'm doing this one-handed too, so holding on a rifle with one hand, doing it with the other, and dropping it inside. Whoops, here we go again, slid right out of there. Oh yeah. Always fun when you only have a short thumb when you're trying to do stuff, but I make do. And that was from an accident I had back in 1978. So I pretty much got used to it. And no, I was not born with my thumb, with an inch of my thumb missing. That was from at work. Alright, so if we've done our job correctly, these should lock down pretty good. And remember to stop when you've got them just slightly snugged up. You don't want to go ahead and over tighten these rings. Then you want to go ahead and don't want to be a big monkey paws and tighten them down so much they don't move. But anyhow, as you can see, they're both in. It should be a perfect placement pretty much. And that should work pretty well. That was my bolt doesn't interfere with it at all. Let me go back and forth here so you guys can see. And this bolt was turned down also. This used to be well, it is actually a German Mauser. It's a model 98, but it's a Gewehr 98. So it's older than the K98 models. And but in fact, if you look, it still has the, see right down there, see that little hole there? That was where the other military site was. So I had that taken off, had to desolder it. They have them soldered on. And then that's when I went down to Siegal's gun shop, told them, okay, I need to put a scope on this, and I need to turn that bolt down so I can get the scope in there. And I've seen another, like Mauser I, they used to go ahead and take this scope and move it off to one side. Well, that still works, but it just works better when you have a bolt turned down where it doesn't touch it. The straight bolt, yeah, the straight bolt, boom, go right into the scope. So anyhow, that's it. It's a fairly easy thing to do. And this one here has got a really large field of vision compared to my other one. Oh yeah, I can even look at it a foot away and still see a target, no problem. And when I'm almost blind in one eye and I use that eye to sight with, yeah, it makes a big difference. So anyhow, there you are, short little video on getting my new scope. By the way, it's a Barska scope, and it has a lifetime warranty on it. So I got it from our friends over at okay, where is it? Oh, I got my stuff over here. All right, over at Classic Firearms. And this is one they had like on sale. Let's see, what was it? I don't remember if they had it in the paperwork. Let's see what it was. Pretty sure. Yep, there it is. Oh, you guys can see that. Get closer still. Anyway, that's what I paid for it. So $41.57. It was actually $28.99 is what I bought it for, and then the rest is just shipping. So anyhow, there you are for today. That's it. How do you putting my new scope on? So one more project out of the way. Okay, that should be it for now.